Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first episode of Unmute Yourself podcast. So, yeah, I hope this is the first of many episodes to come. So, today I've got a special guest, a friend of mine, if I may put it that way. I'm not sure if I'm his friend, but I call him my friend, and also a colleague, uh, the elegant Emmanuel Monareng. No, we don't have it. We don't have sound. We don't have sound effects yet. But yeah, we hope.
Yeah,
When time goes on, then
we'll get
we'll
there.
hoy them. Yeah,
We'll get there.
Yeah. Okay. Say.
It feels nice to be here. The atmosphere, being the first. I love being the first anyway. I'm honored.
Ne?
I'm honored.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Who is Emmanuel Monareng?
I don't know, but like that question, it's weird. It's one of those questions I don't like answering.
Okay.
But anyway, Emmanuel is a down to earth young person. No, I'm no longer young anyway. I just turned 30 something, which
Yeah.
means it kicked me out of the youth.
Oh, the kind of age of 35.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Kulile,
Yeah.
I'm a father
Oh, okay. That's nice.
of two beautiful daughters.
Oh.
So I'm in a radio personnel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything into Zenlis. But phela isilungu
Sihlupha, ne?
siyahlupha.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm an activist. I wouldn't say I'm a youth activist. I
Yeah.
just love young people. I just love working with young
Yeah.
people. So basically that's who Emmanuel is. I'm a very down to earth person who loves working with young people.
Yeah, I'm very much aware. I think it's somewhere on my questions because you've got so much passion working with young people. I mean, I've done a lot of stories, articles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the other day we were at Leeds
Yeah.
Primary School.
Yeah.
Doing something.
Yeah.
And then I saw you also did a project in 2019. You shared an article on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You and Lindy Manzini doing something. What was that all about?
You know, when you have passion in something, whatever comes into mind, you just wanted to, like what we did with Ulindu Mansini, it was
She's on Rise FM anyway.
yes,
Yeah.
congratulations
Capricorn,
to her.
Capricorn
She's on
FM.
Capricorn
Yes,
FM.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. So we saw a gap, and we saw a gap, and we thought, man, we need to close the gap. So a lot of young people, just after matric, they're saying they're done with school,
Okay.
and it can never be. Like we live in a world that is full of opportunities. So imagine a young person after matric saying, "I'm gonna go seven the shop, right?" I'm sorry to advertise them, but
Yeah,
ngifuna
no.
kusebenza
Yeah, a retail
a
shop,
retail
yes.
shop.
Yeah.
It cannot be right. There are like a lot of opportunities these days. You don't even have to pay. Like you have your online courses. Do something. Do something. At least pay for the certificate. So that's what we thought, because we need to close that. And by closing that, we need to approach these young people. How do we approach them? We need to go to schools, talk to them, encourage them, show them the possibilities. And luckily, it was our first.
Okay.
It being our first must figure a skiller. They opened arms,
Yeah.
they opened their hands, and we spoke to the kids. And guess what? They obtained 100% pass rate. And
Okay.
obviously, our story was like, you need to contribute to the pass rate.
Yeah.
And if you happen not to
Yeah.
contribute to the pass rate, then you are the problem. And you need to fix that. That's why we are here. We are here to assist you. And we were very happy, and they were very happy. Bakhona lapho ukuthi they came to us and like, hey, look, I've been failing in matric. Look at me now. And it makes you sleep at night. Yeah, so basically that was the project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, why are you close with young people? Is it something that has to do with your upbringing as a kid, or why? I mean, you can do, I mean, a lot of things. Why do you want to lift them up? I mean, why do you want to help them?
You know, it's very peaceful. Like I said, it's very peaceful. You get to sleep at night when you see young people succeed in life. There's a saying in isiZulu, I don't know if it's isiZulu or Siswati, they say, "Likojwa lisemandi."
Yeah.
Yeah, you can never teach an old dog new tricks.
Okay.
So basically, you need to teach them while they're still young, and that way you can direct them, you can guide them, you can show them the right path to take. So, like my upbringing, man, you know, I grew up in a strange way. Like I was never in one place. I was raised by a lot of people, you know, and that way it's never easy because like each and every home has its own rules, so you need to adjust to each and every home. Like
sorry to disturb you.
Yeah.
What do you mean you were raised by a lot of people? Like, aren't you supposed to be raised by like
parents,
mother and father?
You know, I believe with our parents, they have our best interest at heart.
Okay.
You know, so my parents, they stayed in Gauteng for a very long time.
Okay.
And obviously, the educational system there it's different compared to here. Like how they teach you things. I'm not saying they are not teaching, but how they teach you things, how they expose you to things. You know, so I think that's what they had in mind.
Okay.
So bang tata, but no, when I go to Leidenberg, ngahlala namamkhulu wami, ngahlala namamncane wami. It was a roller coaster ride, you know, like it's never easy. And you know, sometimes when they teach you something, you'll be like, hey, man, and that's what a lot of young people have in their mind. I always tell them whenever I meet them, like, take each and every whatever you call a challenge as a learning curve. You know, learn something. If you're gonna come out of it and you didn't learn anything, then it becomes a problem. And when it becomes a problem, hey, then you're not gonna grow, because when everywhere you go, you know. So that's why I choose to work with young people, because I feel like I have a lot to share with them. Man. So, growing up, it was nice. You know?
So here in Leidenberg.
Here in Leidenberg, you know, and it's crazy. Like it's crazy because during that period. My parents were transitioning, like they were moving to Leidenberg.
Okay.
You know, like from Gauteng. And I never wanted to stay with them. And like that thing you would say, we're staying in town every day, sidlinyama, bora, you know, like bora. So why today bora? So then, you know, sorry about that.
No, it's fine, it's okay.
So bora. Like Wamamkulu, there's peace, there's love, she gives you like that love, man, you know, like that, like you just want to be part of it, you just want to be part of the family. And she was one person who would like cook pap and cabbage and sidle with love.
Okay.
Like with love, she would always tell us, like you should never ever say go to your while you have a shelter, while you have clothes to wear. And nanoma ufika la endlini uthola sidle cabbage. Ngadle cabbage 3 times a day, 4 times a day. Whatever we eat, you should take that as a blessing. Because konomunye out there, it's winter now, they don't even know where to go, they don't even know what to eat. So we should be grateful for the little things that we have. So Gwamamkhulu, it was nice. Gwamamncane, it was.
Where was Gamamncane? Same here.
Same in Leidenberg.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, you get to learn things. And Gwamamncane, I think Mamkhulu, she was softer. Mamncane, she was a little bit hard.
Aunt.
So, like, she was a little bit hard. And you wouldn't understand. You would see this person, we are trainer, we are funzisa, or we are abuser, or but at the end of the day, when you grow up, you see, man, it's no man. Ngiyafunda. And I've been funda, like I'm capable of doing certain things. You know, like some of us, we started cooking, cleaning, washing, ironing at the age of 9. And as a guy, like it cannot be right to a lot of people, but that was a learning curve.
Yeah.
So growing up, it was just interesting. Like I can sit here talk the whole day, and now would say, yeah, it was a very beautiful experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now tell us now. Your parents now, they say basuke Gauteng.
Yes.
They are now coming to Leidenburg,
Mhm.
and now suddenly it's any family. How was it? That transition, I'm sure all along you were staying with Mamncane, Mamkhulu.
Yeah.
Then now suddenly both parents are there. Now manje sekose usuke kaMamncane kaMamkhulu ehlala ekhaya. Bekunjani transition yakho?
Okay, I still think ukuthi ukuhlala kamamkhulu kusesemnandi, you know,
Yeah.
because she's softer,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
she's softer. I don't know ukuthi mhlambe we were lazy or what, but it was just nice,
Yeah.
you know. She had a lot of love.
Okay.
And she would mamkhulu bekasebenza emakishini, and she was one person ukuthi she taught us life.
Okay.
You know, like wakhona kufika nema old clothes, you know, like
Yeah, old clothes.
yes, yes, old clothes. The makafika lapha. She had favorites. I think I was one of them.
Okay.
Then she would call me like they call me Spara, you know.
Yeah.
Mamkulam na mamnano, they would call me Spara. Spara, hey,
Yeah.
Tamo, no? Then she would lock the room there, and like Ketakala.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like it was nice, you know. Like
Yeah.
then Kate after that she would
Yeah.
call like everyone.
Everyone.
Like to an extent, it was my younger sister ended up now moving to Gamamkhulu,
Okay.
because Ekaya,
Because I'm a pex.
you know, like that was nice. Like
Yeah.
it was. I don't know. I've never been into Dubai, but the way they talk about it, Dubai,
Yeah.
I think Gamamkhulu was in Dubai, but it's Queen.
Okay.
You know, and
But that warmth.
you know,
maybe
she was not even lazy to say, okay, and man.
Yeah.
Like wonke umuntu just want to go there.
Yeah.
You know, that thing rubbed into my mom.
Okay.
Yeah, man, so my mom, like everyone now wanted to move to her, and it was interesting now. That's how we grew up.
Okay.
Yeah, but so eventually I had to move back home.
Yeah. And then?
Okay, moving back home, it made me a different person, because home, you're now staying in town. You have people there.
Yeah.
You have people, and I'm not used to my family, man. Like I'm not used to my mom. I'm not used to my dad.
Yeah.
Like you need to make conversations. They know me as a very quiet person.
Yeah.
And that's how I grew up. So a lot of people they become surprised, like
Yeah.
mama, like how, why are you on radio, can't
Yeah,
you
yeah.
grew up as a shy person,
Yeah.
and that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
But so yeah,
But isn't it? Because I'm also in that space.
yeah,
Being a journalist and then recently on radio.
yeah.
I'm a very quiet person,
Yeah.
but I think when I'm on radio, I'm a different person compared to. Isn't it? Doesn't it supposed to work like that? I don't know.
I don't know, like, a lot of
Yeah.
people in media, they're
Yeah.
outgoing,
Outgoing.
and I'm not.
Okay.
That's. I mean, I enjoy my time. I
Yeah.
enjoy my space. I just want to be alone, and if I'm around people, I have limits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have limits. Like
Yeah.
I just want to be on my own. I just want my own space. So, yeah, I think like going back home, it was a bit hard. Then I started like living alone. Like I'll go to school, come back, go into my room, like change, do chores, go back
Yeah.
into my room, lock myself.
Yeah.
That-
Why was that?
I don't know. Like
So what I'm saying is that your mother, in terms of her personality, she's different compared to your aunt, Mamkhulu wakho and Mamncane wakho.
not really. You know, like I think most of the time my mom
Yeah.
was at work.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and we remember I grew up with Mamkhulu and Mamncane. We hardly
Yeah,
have that connection, you know.
Yeah.
The same with my dad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Nami, I just had to fit into the system. Yeah, man. So I just became me now. Yeah. So I had to just live life the way it's lived in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, how is the relationship?
Okay, my mom is late.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's part of life.
Yeah. When was it?
It was 2010.
Oh, okay.
My mom Kulunai, she's late.
Yeah.
It was 2009.
Okay.
Yeah. So nje bayalandelana.
Yes.
So, and those people were very, very close to my heart because
Okay.
eventually I had to grow, and grow fond of my mom. Yeah, this is because like we are now in the same place.
Yeah.
And like she understood me better than my dad.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
Like I was quiet, really. Like I grew up as a quiet person. I mean, I would never complain about anything.
Yeah.
Like never. Now but they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never ask anything. Funny enough, so my mom was able to pick up certain things. She would say, "Hey, but you know,
Yeah.
I would never go and ask.
Yeah.
I would just continue wearing it
Yeah.
until they are worn out.
Okay.
Same with clothes.
Yeah.
And one thing about me, growing up, I told myself, you know what? I'm not gonna be a demanding person. If I love a sneaker, I have to buy it myself. So I have to grow, I have to work, I have to buy, I have to do things my own way. Understand? So I made those vows. Like I remember saying, I need to go, like I need to travel. Like when you want to travel, when you want to see different provinces. Like I said, I'm going to make that happen. And what was happening, Ekaya, like back then in Gauteng, they would arrange a trip, and then Mama arranged a trip. My younger sister was young, obviously they have to go with her. Then they leave me. Like it would hurt me.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you need to look at things different and be like, but well, I need to grow, like when I grow, I want to do all these things myself, So that you won't have the anger, because a lot of us, sibane anger, we just want, we don't even understand why certain things are done. Like I cannot compete with my younger sister. She's young, they have to do like certain things for her that they cannot do for me. But so we need to appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay. So now I understand after school, after finishing matric, you went to Egoruleni.
Before that.
Before that. Oh, okay.
Before that.
Okay, I'm too forward.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like it was insane. Like I remember just after matric, my dad was very, 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 very supportive. Like very, like that guy wanted what's best for us.
Okay.
And unfortunately, like you cannot have things planned out and they work out the way you planned it. Like there's no way you can do that. So I went to a week bank, a TUT.
Okay.
So when I got there, in fact, I wanted to be an engineer. I wanted to do electricity. I loved electricity, and I was good. And strange enough, like endlini makumosheke something, they would say something moshekile, I'll take it, I'll open it, I'll fix it. I don't even know what I did.
Yeah.
But it's about right.
Okay.
Then I developed love for electricity. Like for my electronics.
Yeah.
And mangifika lapha but no, like ukugcwela awusana space. The only course ekhona is legal assistance.
Yeah.
Law.
Yeah.
So I had to take that one.
Yeah.
And after taking that course, man.
Yeah.
Like whenever you are given tasks, whenever you're supposed, like first year, like it's very easy. Like it's all 100%. Hi man. It's like no man, like this is not right. Bengihlala kaga antu wami with bank.
Okay.
It was not nice.
Yeah.
Like I said, I grew up with a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was not nice in a way you would say. Like when mafika endaweni and you unpaid and like people they speak Zulu there and they don't want to learn the language.
Yeah.
Luckily I'm from here, we speak Swati. Then mangifika lapha ngikhuluma Swati, they look at me like, and then what language are you speaking? I'm like, whoa, wait.
Yeah.
If I were to speak my language,
You won't hear me.
You won't hear me.
Yeah.
So I'm compromising it. They would laugh.
Yeah.
How? So mangibuya la ekhaya.
Yeah.
Ngikhuluma nala ekhaya bathi awena kanini ke ngayo.
Yeah. Ubulelang.
What are you like you go
Yeah.
to Witbank 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Jiki se uyazunda. Like
Yeah.
how?
Yeah.
I mean I don't even know the difference.
Yeah.
I'm
When you so
compromising.
khuluma
isiZulu.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I'm compromising.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so that was the challenge, and other things that I cannot really like talk about here. But well, it was not nice, but it was worth a while.
Okay.
Then I moved to Pretoria.
Oh, to Pretoria.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I moved
How
to.
come I don't know these stories? Okay.
So Pretoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Pretoria showed me flames.
Mm-hmm.
Pretoria showed me flames. Obvious, you get there, you don't know anything, you like nje.
Yeah.
You go to a college, you register, they give you whatever they give you. It looks legit, come results, but it's a fly by night. Yo! What am I gonna tell Lumatala, man?
Yeah. What were you studying there?
Electrical engineering.
Oh, still electrical engineering. Yeah. Okay.
You know, yes, like, this cannot be right. What am I gonna tell the old man, man?
Yeah.
It was not me.
Yeah.
They showed me the places. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I want to learn.
Yeah.
Like, empilweni uma uNkulunkulu akubekele something.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. Like there's nothing. I'm telling you, I went as far as Tshwane South College.
Yeah. That's in Pretoria.
That's in Pretoria.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I experienced like a whole lot of challenges.
Yeah.
Like electrical engineering was never for me.
Yeah.
Every time you write exams,
Yeah.
my results more poor, man, 2 pending.
Yeah.
You get two pending.
Sure.
What do I do? But no, continue.
Yeah.
Hamba go N4. N4 results 2 pending.
Yeah. So obviously, it's okay. Affects almost the.
It always does.
Yeah.
Then N5 2 pending.
Yeah. So
I
you've
like
gotten something like 6 pending.
I like no guys, like no.
Yeah.
Like this cannot be right.
Yeah.
You know, and you know like school, like you know masiko abalulekile. And people, they don't believe in things that like izinto ezibakhulisile. You know, like mina, I'm a Christian, and I also believe in ancestors. You know, as time goes, you know, like sometimes you'll be like, hi man, something's not right.
Yeah.
Then mahamba, then you get a weight that says you need to go back home.
Okay.
Leave what you're doing, because you're not doing anything. You're just wasting money.
Yeah.
Sabantu.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
back home.
Yeah, but that time Maubega,
Yeah.
you've wasted roundabout 40 something thousand.
Ish.
On
Yeah,
nothing.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Like on nothing.
Yeah.
And the poor guy, like I'm talking about my dad, like
Yeah.
he's trying. And sometimes you need to understand, like you really need to understand with hi man, this thing is not working.
Yeah. So while you were in Witbank, Pretoria,
Yeah.
studying, was your mom still around there?
Okay. I think while I was in Witbank, my mom was still alive. While I was in Pretoria 2 years, she was still alive. And at some point I got sick. And then, like, Impilo was never easy, but you look at, like, a lot of people, they look at us and be like, hey, this one is having it easy. Like, it was never easy. Like, for me, like, even namanje, it's, but we are grateful because we are learning and we are growing. We just need to pass such things to certain people. Say, hey, look, and Nazi, we are not having it easy.
Yeah.
So, my mom, Magazo Shona, she called everyone, except
was
for
she
me.
Sick or?
She was sick,
Okay.
and she called everyone except for me. The mom figured like my younger sister, everyone is like, hey, we're talking to mom and what.
Yeah.
And that was her last.
Yeah.
conversation. You know,
Yeah.
like, you know, but umuntu makazoshona uyazizwa ukuthi, no man, I think this is the end of the
Yeah.
road. Then there was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, bese kumele azokhuluma nami. Then now she's there. Or she called bekasesibhedlela, then we are talking. Then
Yeah.
she's telling me all about these things, like
Yeah.
this life thing.
Okay.
And you know,
Yeah.
that woman,
Yeah. What was her advice?
you know,
to
like
mom?
you know, like w- that's why I guess we need to look at ourselves sometimes and like say ukuthi ngikhule ngemadloti bayenza tinto temadloti ngikhule esontweni tinto letinjalo. No, my mom was like, you know what, don't ever like go to just stick to prayer.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
stick to prayer.
Okay.
Whatever challenge, whatever. And like that woman, like you'd swear, like I think she was a prophet. That woman, like she on that day,
Yeah.
she told me like, hey, you know, like when a person outlines in people,
Yeah.
would say from here, like who's like starting now,
Yeah.
this is what is going to happen. This is
Okay.
what you're going to
This
experience.
is what you're going to go through.
And by that time, you're not taking it serious.
Yeah, where half of those things are they happening or did they
100%
happen?
of those things are happening.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't mind, just few of those.
I don't think
It's a good platform.
no, I don't think it's the good. I think it's too personal.
Okay.
Like way too personal. But it was very strange because she predicted all those things,
Yeah.
and I don't think she predicted. I think she knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knew, and it was. Like every time when I recall the words and see the things like happening, I be like, damn. Ngabe ngaqala manual. You know, sometimes to be like, ngabe ngaba ne manual ukuthi
Yeah.
okay, mangihamba ngale ndlela
Yeah.
le mangohlangana na the very same thing I mentioned it. What should I do? Should I turn back? Should I change the direction? What, you know?
Yeah.
And it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad ukuthi those things are happening.
Okay.
But otherwise, I'm grateful that I was prepared. And funny enough,
Yeah.
or strange enough,
Okay.
that was the last conversation I had with my mom.
Yeah.
And on that night,
Yeah.
I'm a very prayerful person. I pray. On that night,
Yeah.
a voice came to me, and it says, "Prepare yourself. Monday, your mom is leaving.
Okay.
Like she's going to
Heaven or
heaven."
yeah. Okay.
You know, I was like, Monday, mabavuga bathi baya esibhedlela. She was esabi.
Yeah.
Mabavuga bathi baya esibhedlela. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Yeah.
They were like, why? You're like, I'm not going. And normally they would go in the morning and come back in the evening.
Yeah.
Those people, they went, I think Mama figure like things have been about them, called them Mutai.
Yeah.
She's normal. And Mama figure ending like Bahambe, that's about my 5. Mighty, I think it was 6:44. Mafika ending. And I'm Mafika ending, it's my dad and my aunt. Then my aunt, now they are debating, like I could hear them from a distance debating, so who should break the news?
To you.
Yeah,
Okay.
to me and my sister.
Yeah.
So, like to me, I was like, okay. Maka figure, like when my aunt came,
Yeah.
she's like, I want to talk to you about something. Like I know.
Yeah.
She's like, how do you know? Like, nah, it's okay. I just know, don't worry. It's like, you're not gonna cry. I'm like, no. Why? Like, you should cry if you feel like it. And I'm like, nah, I'm fine. And I was fine.
Are you sure you were fine or you were suppressing it?
I was fine. I was prepared.
Okay.
You know, I was prepared and my mom prepared me as well. Like,
Okay.
pray. Whatever you're going to feel. Like, people, they talk about and what's not.
Yeah.
How do we deal with such?
Yeah.
abanye they would prefer to go to psychologists, psychiatrists.
Yeah.
I chose prayer,
Okay.
and it works if you believe.
Okay.
No, yonke into it only works when you believe.
Okay.
You can never want to be something and not believe in that thing. So, I chose that route.
Okay.
You would see. In fact, it was what I was left with
Mm.
by my mom. She's like, whatever you're going to, in whatever way you're going to feel, whatever thing you're going to go through, pray. Whatever that you're going to see, pray. I pray.
Okay.
So I think that's how I dealt with a lot of things in Bulwe.
Okay.
And it helped me a lot.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think
So now, fast forward after funeral,
yeah.
like maybe 6 months, 1 year down the line, 2 years later, now your mom is no longer there.
Mm.
You are left with your dad now and your little sister. How is life now? Like it's a how is the relationship between you and your father? Do you talk to him about a lot of issues? Because I'm sure Abu Mama, they are easy to talk to as compared to Abu Bab.
Yeah.
So now the person who is softer,
She's
she's no longer there. Now we are left with the one who is, well, I wouldn't say hard, but who is difficult to sort of talk to.
You know, I would say I'm very blessed.
Okay?
Just after my mom passed, my aunt moved in.
Okay?
Like Usiswa Baba,
Yeah.
she moved in,
Okay?
and to cover the gap.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to her.
Okay?
You know,
Yeah.
I'll talk to her like about everything. Not everything, because remember I told you, Gutsi, already I had learned
Yeah.
in Pilo at a young age.
Yeah. How old are you by around the time? In your 20s, I assume.
My mom, Magashia, I was 21, 22.
Yeah, in your early 20s.
Yeah,
Yes.
so in my early 20s. So I'm grown.
Yeah.
I don't need a babysitter.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But you do need someone to talk to. You do need someone to talk to. Mom, she's still alive.
Okay.
I talk to her.
Yeah.
My aunt,
Yeah.
most especially the one who stays like the one
Yeah.
who moved from
Yeah.
Pretoria to stay with us.
Okay.
She ended up moving like Gaba and Ndoyake,
Okay.
you know, like so. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'll talk to those people. Like the relationship with my dad, it's I don't know if it happens when me easy, but the relationship with my dad, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's an okay relationship.
What
but
do you mean an okay relationship?
an okay relationship? It's we talk,
Yeah.
not like we talk when we have to talk.
Oh, okay.
You have to say.
Yeah.
So like, I'm a father now. I think we would
Yeah.
say I'm no longer a child, whereby
Yeah.
I would say, daddy this, daddy that. You know.
Yeah.
Like we even during Father's Day there, I sent him a Father's Day message. Now he sent me a Father's Day message. You
Yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how we do things, you know, and they know, and it's not their fault. It's me, like how I grew. I think how I got to learn to deal with certain issues,
Yeah.
you know, and for me the best way to deal with certain things was to keep quiet.
Okay.
And you have to understand me from a distance. It's okay, this one I get correct. Like this one, Udinga 1, 2, 3. You understand? I was one person, if I needed something, like really needed something, I would only ask once. I believe the first time, then you know. If it's not forthcoming, we should put the person cool.
Yeah.
But then I would leave it like that.
Yeah.
But my relationship with my dad, it's an okay relationship. However, I would like a son to a father, like we always wish to have that
Yeah.
strong bond, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Like we don't really have a strong, I don't know if we have,
Yeah.
because we hardly speak about it, but his friends and colleagues, they'll talk like beautiful things about me,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
like things that he never tells me.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that's I don't know if I shut them out
Yeah.
or they shut me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Okay.
But my dad and my younger sister, they like daughter and father, it's always strong.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think maybe me growing up like bottling everything, like keeping myself to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what made them say, okay, maybe that's what he wants. Then they never bothered to like come closer to get to know me.
Yeah.
But I think my mom knew that, and funny enough, there was an incident. There was a broken TV that like I took that TV, I opened it and I fixed it.
Okay.
And after fixing it, I took it and I put it in my room. And then I showed my dad, and my dad was like, no, that's good. Then he took the TV, put it in their room. And I was okay with that, and I was proud because I fixed the TV.
Yeah.
And my mom came, I think she came like 3-4 times. It's like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay. Like, are you okay with the TV?
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
There's a TV in the sitting room. There's no, like, it's not even important to see go be no arguments.
Yeah. Okay, now as a father of two
beautiful kids.
Yeah, two beautiful kids.
Yeah.
What is it that you are doing differently as a father to them that you feel? Because I'm not a psychologist, but I just feel somehow you just feel there was a gap between you and your father. So what is it that they are doing to sort of to bridge that gap, to make sure that your children, they don't go through what you went through?
Like I said, Uguti, each and everything that you're gonna come across and do, it's gonna leave a lesson.
Okay.
And if you're not gonna learn from that, that's why we have like a whole lot of young people coming from stable families, doing drugs, balala is starting, because they refused to learn. Yeah, because if Bayakjela would say this is wrong, you are bad, you don't want to learn from it. Yeah, man. But if you're willing to learn and you learn from it, then we'll be right. So what I did was I took every challenge that I came across, and I learned. I turned it into a lesson, and all those things that I wanted, I thought I couldn't get, I make sure that my kids, they get them. You understand? So I have a very, very, very strong relationship with my kids. We communicate every day. We play. We do like a whole lot of things together. So that they know what's Baba Lona. We get love from dad, get love from mom, and I think that's how each and every household should be. And into suging mangaza uthi most especially abantu ababalekela abantwana abobaba ababalekela abantwana, they're missing out. Those young people, they give a lot of love. Those young people, they are psychologists. They make sure what you are right, they won't win. Like they push you to work hard. Like they are just amazing. So if there's a father out there who's I don't know why they're missing a lot. I'm sure you can relate to that.
Sure.
So that's what I'm doing. That's like make the kids feel like we have a family, a complete family.
I want us now to talk about your radio career, because obviously in all the things that you've mentioned, there's no way where you said, I went and studied broadcasting, Kaikai for 2 weeks.
The thing is, there's a lot to talk about.
Is it something that you actually wanted to do, or
No.
it came by accident?
Never loved the radio.
So what happened?
So what happens is, remember, nothing was working out for me,
Okay.
and a word came, and they were like, "Hey,
Mm.
go back home."
Yeah.
I came back home.
Okay.
When I came back home, um, I had a girlfriend.
Okay.
So like she contributed, yeah, like in me being on radio and stuff,
Okay.
and I'm grateful for that.
Okay.
Even though we are no longer together, but I'm grateful for that.
Mm.
So what happened was, um, while at high school I was a poet,
Okay.
and at some point I represented the province,
Mm.
and it felt so nice. You know,
Mpumalanga province.
in Mpumalanga province,
Okay.
in Arrive Alive.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went there in Mesh FM, and I was always listening to Mesh FM. I grew up like listening to Mesh FM. I was following people like Bo Liberty,
Okay.
Young Lips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was still called Young Lips,
Young Lips,
right?
yeah.
And I would make sure I listened to his show. Like we became friends, like while I was still a listener.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So okay, I went there to visit just to see what's happening.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like when you grow up, you have your own perceptions, you have your own
Yeah.
imagination. So would say, how do they do adverts like
Yeah,
radio?
yeah.
Like, you know, I'm sure now at some point you thought there were people
Yeah,
inside
living
the
inside
TV.
living inside the radio.
You know,
Yeah.
so I wanted to see
Yeah.
why are these people in our houses?
Yeah.
Okay, so well, I went there. When I got there, I found two young presenters doing a youth show.
Okay.
And when I got there, they knew me.
Okay.
And like, oh, you are that guy. So
Yeah.
from school, then they're like, can you come and do 2 poems here? I'm like, no problem. You know, 2 poems ended up being 8 poems.
Same.
Same
Yes. Same show.
Yes.
On that particular day.
Like listeners kept on asking
For another
more.
one.
Yes.
Yeah, my thought. So when like they were like you've written them or like from top of your head.
Top of my head.
Oh, okay.
Like I had a lot of poems. Like
Yeah.
I lost a lot of poems. Yeah. So then I became what they call a resident poet,
Yeah.
poet on the show.
Yeah.
Like things happened very fast. I think in a month I was already a co-host,
Oh, okay.
and it was only happening on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Then from being a co-host, that one, like people hated me for it, because now these people invited me and I ended up taking their show.
Yeah.
And it was not my fault. I think what I gave,
Yeah.
you understand?
It's what was
what the
lacking on the
station,
show.
yes,
Yeah.
what the station
Was
needed.
looking for actually. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So from there, gave the show a name. It did not have a name.
Okay.
Talent in Motion.
Yeah.
Then from there we started like building the show with people that were closer to me, and yeah, that's what happened. While I was there, an opportunity came,
Yeah.
and funny enough, I was down on the list,
Yeah.
Nemisa,
Okay.
saying we want 2 people from each radio station in Mpumalanga to train them for radio production.
Okay.
Oh, I remember like when I got there, in fact I was not at the station.
Yeah.
When I was called, then Mang figured out, I was like, what happened? Then they told me Banbani refused. Like who refused?
Yeah,
Like
such
who
an
refused an opportunity?
like that. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But well, anyway, I took the opportunity, and yeah, here I am. I can say qualified radio production
Yeah.
personnel. Yeah, so I can.
How long have you been on the radio?
On radio? Yeah, I think this is my 12th year. So that's a lot of
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And currently you're not doing the show
talent-
with the young ones, the talent in motion. You're
No,
doing a show with the grown-ups called
Rem-
Farmers
rem-
Day.
remember, it kicks you. It kicks you out of the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I was saying, Mutsi, now I
Yeah.
moved out from the youth
Yeah.
to being an adult now.
Yeah, they're over 35.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
So now you just feel, nah.
I need to explore.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's fun because now I'm still doing the same thing,
Yeah.
but different way.
Different way.
Yeah, Father's Day, we call you. You're gonna come and tell us about your childhood.
Yeah.
You see, so it's same thing, but a different
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so it's just that there we cannot
And
advise.
different audience.
You see, we
Yeah.
cannot advise you what to do
Yeah.
when you tell us.
Yeah.
In fact, we are telling the young ones what to
Yeah.
do and
Yeah.
how we grew up, what made us better. I can say better people because I don't think I've found myself um, at the wrong side of the law. Like I've been
Yeah.
a good citizen.
Okay. So now tell me, after 12 years, do you still get nervous every time when you're supposed to switch on the microphone and greet the listeners? Or now it's like, nah,
No, like
easy peasy.
you know that's the problem with people. You know, like we learn every day,
Yeah.
and if you go there with that mentality, how are you going to learn?
Yeah.
You get nervous.
Yeah.
You prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you prepare, like you prepare for the show. You
Yeah.
prepare yourself mentally. You know, because radio takes a lot of our like our thinking capacity. Takes a lot of our knowledge.
Yeah.
And you know, like I always
Yeah,
tell people,
I think also as a presenter,
Mm.
you are there to sort of educate, inform, and set the narrative
exactly,
for your
exactly.
listeners.
And
yeah.
you know, like I always tell people who say, I don't remember people I went with who matric simply because of like then they'd be like, how? Like you know what? Memory card ya kwala. And obviously the same applies to us. So what we do go radio, we like we like we take a lot of information into our memories, and it happens. If it happens on a daily basis, it's a lot.
Yeah.
If it happens on a weekend, still it's a lot. Imagine after 12 years,
Yeah.
what was your like if they come and say, tell us about your first show.
Yeah. You want
It's
to
not
learn.
there.
Yeah.
It's not there. So I don't remember like a lot of people that I went with who unless if we kept communication. But other than that, and it's not like Gucci jail or coma. Like
Yeah.
that's just how radio messed us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure you can attest to that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To some extent, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Also, are you a co-owner of the Great Media, or
The great
what's the
media.
status there?
The great media. The great media is our baby, I think. Yeah, but it's a brainchild, Yaga Liberty.
Okay.
I bought into it because I believed into what he was selling.
Okay.
Yeah. So that, and it's not only the grid that I'm in. There's
Okay.
a magician Arts Alive.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I'm part of that. Like I always buy into things that I think they are going to change young people's lives.
Yeah.
You understand? Because like young people, they deserve a chance. Like if you fail in when you fail, at least you trying. Like now corner, you should be given the resources. They cannot say harm by imping without giving you something to protect yourself or to fight with.
Yeah.
So like I believe in young people. I like young people, they just make me happy. I'm also I also form part of the SGP Elangbe Primary
Oh, okay.
because I enjoy and I love working with young people, and like these people man, like they just give you peace. Like if you go there with a mindset of wanting to see them happy, wanting to make them happy, wanting to make them learn, like it's always amazing. Yeah. I do miss Talent in Motion, but time is no longer on my side.
Okay.
Still on my
Yeah.
side.
All right. I think now we are almost there, about to wrap up. Just to promote you a bit, tell us about your project. Obviously, you are with the Click Media. What else do you do, and what else are you planning to do in the future?
You know, like I always have people who says we had a dream about you owning a commercial radio station.
Okay.
I don't know about that, but I feel like radio took a lot of me and a lot of my time. So my system Arts Alive, I'm also one of the directors, and I think that's the path that I really need to take serious. Provided that young people would see and understand what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because there we are building legends, you know. And I'm saying that because even with Talent in Motion, we started as a group, a performing arts group.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to talk about the kids.
Yeah.
Because now the kids, they are now lawyers, doctors, nurses, they are in different professions, teachers, and that makes me happy. Because what we always preached, we would say perfection starts with us. And I know people, they say no one is perfect, but perfection starts with us. It made them compete even in school. Like each and every member of a Talent in Motion, they'll tell you what, I was always number one in class.
Yeah.
And that makes me happy with whatever.
Yeah.
As much as we are not contributing to their education, we are pushing them.
Yeah.
You understand? So even go Mashishing Arts Alive, I just want people to realize what they're talented, and with their talents can pay their bills. Their talents can take them places, you know. So we had an event on the 15th of June, celebrating June 16th. It was amazing. It was out of this world, and you sit there, you watch these kids performing, like you see tears like running like on your face, and not because those are tears of joy, and like my shishing, like it has a lot of talent, and it's sad to see a lot of them are like drugs, and unfortunately there's nothing we can do about that. As much as we talk about it, there's nothing we can do about it unless people decide to say, hey, it's time to change, it's time to do things the right way. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I want to focus on.
Okay.
Yeah, radio, commercial radio.
Yeah.
I don't want to move into another radio station. I want to have my own.
Your own radio station.
I want to have my own commercial radio station. So God help me. I'll pray about it and it will happen.
Yeah, no,
yeah, one day, Masesaka Imol Elainberg, we're going to have my radio station.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, a proper commercial radio station where we're going to dish
and unleash talent.
And unleash talent. Young people, but you know, like there's a youth radio station. It has always been a youth radio
station.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's for young people, and they like, you know, like when you have a vision, like these people, they need to drive big cars. Like Moses Semenze, need to come with a very big car, you know, stay in a very beautiful house. Yeah, but the parking layer lab.
Yeah.
It's for that radio station. Yeah, but yeah. So this one is for Wuchu, not for Nina. Yeah. But that's the dream. Yeah, that's the dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure them cover, so I want my tender now, man.
Yeah, no.
But one day.
Yeah.
Okay. One day.
Good luck, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's been wonderful being here
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah. I can sit and talk. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot to talk about, you know.
Yeah.
Um, the issue of mental health.
Yeah. How is your mental state?
Mina, I think I'm perfect unless if I'm lying to myself.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
you might lie to yourself, but
Yeah.
with the experiences and
Yeah.
the challenges that I came across, I think
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
yeah, I think I'm okay because like a lot of people are struggling, more especially with the issue of mental health,
Mm.
and if you're not gonna talk about it,
Mm.
you're gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
People they need to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, like if 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 you see good say, "Hi, man, I'm carrying a lot of weight," you need to offload.
Especially Namachita. What's your advice? Look at
Yo,
the camera and
yo, guys.
It's your parting shot. Look at the camera and advise Namachita.
Guys, I know man shy lapidly double mama, ne? Like Baba shy about.
Yeah.
Like they're abusing them. Like I'm a cheater. Like and pride does not allow us. You know, like pride does not allow us to speak out. We need to speak out. We need to say enough is enough. You know, like talk to a brother, man. Like talk to a brother, talk to an uncle. You know, like it's sad, man. Like it's sad. Like yonke into yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like it cannot be right. It cannot be right. Like people, they need to speak out, and we see them. Um, it's very sad. So guys, talk to someone. Like talk to someone. If you feel good, you don't have peace in your house. Talk to someone. Like me now, my advice would be if you don't feel like appreciated or wanted in it, leave. Like leave. Like take your two pence
Yeah.
and just leave. Like eventually you'll start afresh and become a better person, you know. And the very same applies to our sisters. Now they are sitting into relationships that are toxic,
Yeah.
relationships that are not taking them anywhere. Ukuthi uzokushaya uzochange, it's not gonna help you. Uzokushaya uzokubulala.
Yeah.
One day uzokushaya and uzokubulala. So what I can tell you ukuthi if you don't feel like ukuthi you are needed in it, slice it.
Yeah.
Leave and start afresh. If you think ukuthi bantu bazothini, you'll die thinking like that. The only thing that you need to do is to live, tamaya, start afresh, and forgive yourself. Very important. People, they need to forgive themselves. If you forgive yourself, you'll be able to start afresh. But if you're not gonna forgive yourself, forget. Awindawo. That's why we see a lot of them bagcwele estradini, because endlini bathe washaditshe wathi bayakuhlupha, endlini bathe mangibuya lana ngifuna ukuthola uclean ijarade, you say your parents bayakuhlupha. I always tell young people ukuthi your parents, they can never mistreat you.
Yeah.
They can never. They are either building you, you are blind to see it. Mabathi ifike endlini ngo-6, they are building you. Ayikho indoda uzofuna ukushada umfato uzongena endlini ngo-11 ebusuku.
No worries.
Akekho umfato uzofuna ukuhlala nendoda ezongena endlini ngo-11. As much as bathi we need to just say yebo baba,
Yeah.
but they're responsible baba. Akekho ubaba uzongena endlini ngo-11 anebantwana. Umntwana wakho ungena 5 to 11 noma ungene 11. Wazi njani ukuthi umntwana ungene ngo-5 to 11?
Angeke wazi.
So that's just that for me.
Okay.
Yeah, and to young people, guys, there are a lot of opportunities. Like a lot of opportunities. Make use of them. If you are stuck, ask us. You know, Uti, what can I do? You know, because we call lapha organization lapha too, so they assist young people, and young people, they don't know that.
Yeah.
You know, like young people, they need to wake up, man. Like man busy. Uyazi kusala emuva ama-political parties. You're not gonna get anything.
No.
Bazokunika ithenda namuhla. Usale thinking there's a chance for that, but yes, they should start businesses that are going to assist them. Like there's a very big gap with arts and culture, a very huge gap.
Yeah.
And if we can utilize that space, I'm telling you, one day we're going to stay mention there on top of the balcony and do our podcast.
Yeah.
But,
Sure. Thank you.
very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, South Africans, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first episode of Unmute Yourself. I'm your host, Uncle B. See you next time. Cheers.